Welcome to another What a Load of Carp. You join me not by the lake today. The reason for that is that my videos and blogs I was going to bring to you were going to be in like a series format. However, when I was recording them, going through, there wasn't a lot of footage for each session. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to whack them all together, do it as like a diary for you so you can see how I got on from when I started on the lake to when I finished. Show you anything which may or may not have been caught on the way. So I'll finish here. I'll start right from the beginning and we'll run all the way through. I hope you enjoy it. I know I've enjoyed my time on the Syndicate Lake, and we'll see you in the spring and summer. Baka.
Well guys, welcome back to another What a Load of Carp, and it's the 6th of November and it's coming up to 9:45 in the evening. I finished work at 4 o'clock this afternoon and I thought, I'd just do a quick dash to the tackle shop, get a bit of bait, get some gas, nip in Tesco's, go pick up my ticket, and I'll be fishing by 6 o'clock. Well, little did I know, like I said, it's now 9:45. My third rod has literally just gone out. But I was in the mindset, I've got 3 nights, I was in the mindset that I ain't rushing, because there's been times before when I've been going to the lake and I went, come on, road rage and all that, trying to get to the lake. I expect we've all been there and done that. But I thought, no, tonight, just whatever happens, just going to get there when I get there. I'm going to get set up when I get set up. It's a brand new lake for me. I've joined my first ever syndicate. I've had a season ticket on a club water before, which is ISIS, as you've seen. But yeah, this water is my first ever syndicate. So the tickets for the winter, it ran from October through to March. I picked up my ticket today, 150 quid. Can't go wrong really for that amount of time. And there's some lumps in here as well. It's gonna throw some new challenges at me. It's gonna test me in different ways, which have not been tested on different waters before. So it's all about learning and expanding your knowledge, isn't it? So I'm looking forward to it. My brother Jamie's got a ticket on here as well. Unfortunately, I can't tell you where it is because the club rules state that if you have a fish, if you catch one, or if you're doing your video blogging, you're not allowed to say where you are. So I will be referring this as my syndicate water. And who knows? Fingers crossed. If it all goes well, it could lead on to a summer ticket next year. So it was quite a bit of a, I'm probably exaggerating, it was quite a bit of a walk for me to get to the lake from the car park, so I'm going to have to get used to doing that, but that's no problem. I knew that was going to happen if I wanted to get the tickets, that's fine. Rods wise, I've got 3 out this evening. I'm allowed 3 now because we've gone into the winter. I got 2 out on a helicopter, both with wafters on. Got one with a cell wafter on, the other one with a bloodworm dumbbell wafter, and the other one is on a chod rig, which has also got a wafter on, which is a key wafter. So 3 wafters out tonight, 3 different types of baits. One to the left, one to the middle, one to the right. Just pub chucked all 3 of them. Couldn't see what I'm doing really, it was pitch black when I got here, so don't know nothing about the lake. I'm all going in completely blind. So I thought, well, pissing down with rain, get the house up, get everything, get comfortable, get sorted. I've got 3 nights, don't rush, don't get yourself stressed, just get out and enjoy your fishing. And when your rods are out, they're out. So the 3 rods are out tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be a nice day, or it's going to be clear anyway, no rain, so I can have a wander around the lake properly, have a look. And if I need to move, if I find the fish, I'll move, that's fine, it's no problem. But yeah, I've just got my house up for the night. I did speak to the bailiff prior to putting my house up, and he has recommended this peg. There's someone walking around the lake on the other side, I think. I think I'm the other one. I am actually the only one on tonight. In fact, I am the only one on tonight, but I did just see a head torch. Could be a dog walker though, so that's fine. Yeah, as I said, I was speaking to the bailiff prior, and he said that the last couple of nights there's been 2 lads on, one in the peg I'm in and one next door, and they've done pretty well. And he also showed me 2 other swims which are quite popular on the lake. So I thought, well, I'll just jump in where someone's come out for the night. He said that they've been fishing here quite a lot over the last few years. So I thought, well, I'd be silly just to ignore that for the first night. And we'll just go from there, really. You haven't seen a lot from me. I've not done a lot of fishing, really. I've done a night over on the pond, or maybe 2 nights, I can't remember now. I had nothing. So I did do a little video, but it wasn't worth putting up. No one likes seeing blank videos. Hopefully this one doesn't develop into a blank. But yeah, I lost my mojo a little bit. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in my previous video. I lost my carping mojo a little bit, so I've got it back now, and I'm raring to go for the winter. I do love well, I'd say I love it. I do enjoy the winter. I enjoy being out fishing more in the winter, just because you get left at home to do your own thing. And a lot of the other anglers who come out in the spring and summer disappear. Peace and quiet. So I do prefer it in the winter, although of course, like everybody, I do like the springtime when they're all the carp are waking up and getting on the feed. But I'll take you along with the ride and we'll see what happens. And of course, if I'm fishing with Jamie as well, if he has anything, I'll be sure to show you that as well.
Morning guys. I had a couple of liners last night, especially on the middle rod. Nothing developed from it, but it's good signs. I've just had a quick walk around for my first time, which I can actually see now. We have some light, because obviously last night when I got here it was pitch black and I couldn't see. I've seen some nice potential swims, and I've had a walk around for next time, or maybe if I want to move today or tomorrow. I've seen one jump out to the left of me as well, right in the middle. I think I'm going to carry on doing what I was doing. Rather than have 3 in the middle though, I'm going to go for 2. And if I just come over a little bit, where this little tree is, let me zoom in amongst those trees and that bush, there's water coming in from the field over there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go put a bait over there with the boat, because it's murky water. It's coming with the mud from the grass off the field, and it's making the water a dirty colour, a cloudy colour over there. So I'll be silly to ignore that, because I'm sure the carp will investigate that and want to know what's going on. And we'll see what happens. The rods are in at the moment. I brought them in when I went to have a walk around. Still me on the lake. My brother's been to see me and the bailiff this morning. So just thought I'd give you a little update. I'm gonna get the rods back out now, and we'll check in again this afternoon or this evening. Going into the evening, as you've just seen, I've had a move. I spent a good hour to an hour and a half having to walk around the whole lake this afternoon, and I've seen absolutely zilch, nada, nothing. Last night I did hear one bosh out down here just after I got set up into the darkness. One again in the early hours of the morning, which sounded like it was coming from down here. And also when I was on the opposite side of the bank over there somewhere, walking around the lake, I thought, although I'm not 100% sure, that I seen one poke its head out down here as well. So that was the only signs I had up until that point. And I was debating a move anyway, because obviously of yesterday's occurrences. So I thought, bugger it, I'm going to move. So as you've just seen, I've got all my stuff packed up, I've moved now into another swim. The bivvy's up. Just got to put the last few bits of kit in. The rods are out. And since I've been here and I've put the rods out, I've seen a lot of activity already. I've seen quite a few fish topping, which is good. All over, all in front of me. So it's looking promising going into tonight. I think the move is looking good, and let's just hope it pays off. Well, morning. Unfortunately, nothing to report last night. Let's just get that straight out of the way. Had a few bleeps, a few indications, but nothing to shout about, unfortunately. It was a bit chillier last night than it was the night before. So the first night I was here, it was absolutely belting down with rain, and it was down the swim to my right, a few down. And I moved up to here, what they call the boulder swim, for the night, as I seen a couple show since I'd been here, and I thought, well, I got to move on that. And yeah, nothing really last night. I don't know if it was Burgess picking me up or not, because I couldn't really see. Very, very misty last night. So, going to have a fresh change of tactics, I reckon. Get the rigs changed over, put some fresh baits out, and might try some different combinations from what I've had on previously. So I reckon I can put a big bed of bait out, because we are still in the autumn, so I'm hoping it's not too late and they will get on it. It's a very shallow lake, so they won't miss it if they do see it. Let's just hope it doesn't put them off. So another angler's turned up today. He's just on the opposite side of the bank, but you can just about see him in shot to the right, in between the tree lines. If you've got good eyesight, he's over there at the minute setting up. So I'm going to get all the rods sorted, and then I'll check back in after. So this is what I'm going to be changing over rig and bait wise this morning once I get the rods in. First up, we've got a bloodworm wafter with some Enterprise tackle cluster maggots on top. Then up next we've got a sticky krill pop-up with a mainline signature pink on top. And then that one we've got a CC Moore XXX Odyssey pop-up with a bit of IB corn on top. So I'm going to change it up, like I said. Need to go and test these in the margins to make sure they all sit correctly. And yeah, we go from there. Hopefully it changes my luck going into the third night. Well, I say going into the third night, it's still the morning, but I'm going to put these out all day now, so fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. Let's just quickly show you the rigs I've been using for the last couple of nights. So we had a 360 rig with a bloodworm dumbbell. That one is a krill one, sorry, apologies, and this one was a key wafter. That was on a chod. And then the next one is a pineapple mainline pop-up, again on the 360 rig. But yeah, I had a few bleeps throughout the night on all three, but nothing. So I've, like I said, changed over as you just seen. So hopefully, going into this morning, afternoon, evening and overnight, those three rigs are gonna hold me in good stead, and then we can break our duck on there on the first session. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Well, I'm back, got the rods sorted now, all three are out, big pile of bait around all three of them, and as you've seen, the rigs are different as well now. Try and think a little bit different. When I put the first one out on the left hand side, I did spook a fish off the spot, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I suppose it's a good thing that I know where they are or were, but I just hope I'm not actually spooked it off and it won't come back now. But time would tell. So I've put two over there by that tree to maximise my chances, and then to the right of the swim here you can just see the overhanging tree, or right off the edge of that. I'm not sure if you can see it in the water from here, but there's a white feather in the water, and I've dropped the load off there as well, and my rig. So we'll see what happens, I suppose. The guy on the other side must be chucking bait in because the seagulls are going nuts, dive bombing it. Anyway, we'll see what happens throughout the day, and I'll be sure to check in later, guys. But before I get started, I'll just say from that camera angle you can see that my pod is a little bit drunk. Oh well, never mind. Where are we? So it's 4:15 in the afternoon. Third day, going into the third night. Nothing's happened since I rebaited earlier. I've had to spook the coots off the spot a couple of times with a laser pen. But they've seemed to have left me alone now. The swans completely leave me alone, which I've been told by other members can be a right pain in the backside. So the sun's just setting now for this pan around. It's just setting through the trees now. Still one other person on. Another new member's walked around as well. We'll just have a chat. And yeah, it's all quiet on the fishing front at the moment. I don't believe he's had anything. I certainly haven't. Just going to check the forecast for tonight, actually. I'm hoping we're going to be avoiding rain because I don't really want to be packing up tomorrow morning with soggy kit. What we got then? What's the scores on the doors? How's that going to work? Going to work like this. That's what we got for this evening. Northwesterlies. What's the pressure looking like? Gonna check something else in a minute. Let's go into Saturday morning. What have we got? So we've got a rain probably from about 9 o'clock onwards. 10. So I'm gonna have to probably try and get out for before 10, I reckon. Just like I said, I don't want to get all soggy, so I'll keep my eye on that. Starting to get to that stage now. We've been on the bank for 3 days where I started to feel a bit minging, running out of supplies. So looking forward to going back tomorrow, having a bath, getting myself sorted. There is the opportunity to come back again Saturday night, which is tomorrow night, but I do have to go home for other reasons first to sort some things out. But on that note, I'm going to sign out for today, unless obviously you see me later with a fish, and as per normal, if not, you'll see me in the morning. Well, it's 25 to 8 in the morning, and my time is more or less run out. Just making myself a quick coffee. And then it's going to be a slow pack down, back to the van and back home. So it doesn't look like there's going to be any. It doesn't look like there's going to be any fish on this session. Maybe next time. Well, you join me. It's the 21st of November, and light's fading very quickly. I think it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. Got here a little bit earlier this evening, so first port of call was to get the rods out. And then in a minute I've got to unload the barrel and put the biv up. So when I first turned up this evening, someone up the top of the lake had a 22.5 pound common, so that was good to see. Had some leeches on it as well, so it's obviously showing that the fish are starting to hold up now the weather's turning for the worst. 3 rods out on the Ronnie rigs with sticky signatures on, 12 millers. Let's have a look. So I've got, let's have a look where I am. So I've got one on that side of the trees on the horizon, right close, and one there. And then where these double trees are, which go up about halfway out, straight in front of there. So the traps are set. I've got to get myself sorted, and we'll be sure to check in through the night or in the morning. Well guys, it's the morning of the 25th of November, and I'm back on the syndicate water. Just done the night, and it's coming up to 6 o'clock in the morning. The fish have been boshing all night, constantly, and I've even had them right down in the margin, just to my left hand side, boshing as well. And it's not even a rod bait fault, it's been crazy. But you think I can get a bite? Nope. Oh,
Oh, sorry. Jamie's had 2 savage liners as well. I'm not sure how he's not caught one really, because they were really savage. Sounded like takes, they were that savage. Just thought I'd do a quick bit of film, because it's just about to start belting it down with rain. It's been on and off all night. I just checked the forecast, and it's going to hammer down all the way until about 11 o'clock this morning. But I've got to be in work for 8 o'clock, so it's going to be a very, very wet pack down. All my kit's going to get absolutely soaked. So the first port of call when I get into work today is to order myself a waterproof cover from a barrow, I reckon. And I've got about an hour and 15 minutes now until I've got to get to the van, so probably another half an hour, 45 minutes of fishing. We'll see what happens, I suppose, but we'll keep you updated as I keep doing these sessions over from the syndicate. And hopefully you can make one big video out of this. But madness, that's the most activity I've heard on here since the first session on the second night. Anyway, be sure to check in again on the next session, or before I go if I have a fish. Morning guys, it's the morning of the 29th of November, and just done an overnighter on the syndicate. They've been crashing out right in front of me this morning for about the last half hour, but as usual I've got to pack up and go to work, which is a bit frustrating. It's just coming up to 5:45 in the morning, so gonna have to get my ass in gear in a minute and get packed up, so I need to be at work for 8 o'clock. Didn't have anything on the previous session you just seen me commenting on, but they were boshing like mad all night. So we're in late November and they're still quite active, which is good. I just hope it continues throughout. Anyway, just a quick one, and we'll see you next time. Saturday the 21st of December, and it's 9:30. Just got 3 rods out, and I've got a brew ready. They're going to sit back and chill for a day session now until about 4:30 maybe this afternoon. I've still up to this point not had anything out from the syndicate lake. I've done a few day sessions and quite a few nights. It's been really difficult going over there, especially the last few weeks. It's been really hard. I'm not even seeing the fish where at the beginning we seen them showing, and we just couldn't catch them. But now they seem to have completely shied off since we had that first frost, and it's just got really hard. So where am I today? It's one place I thought I'd never fish for various reasons, but it is right on my doorstep. It's literally 20 minutes away from where I live, and I thought, bugger it, why not? I forgot to lose. So I'm at Shearwater. Walked around it quite a few times before, seen loads of fish, and just never fished it. So I got here bright and early this morning. Started off with a bit of a nightmare. You see that big tree behind me? No, you can't see that big tree behind me, can you? Hang on. Yeah, that big tree over there. I only went and got my deeper in it, didn't I? Still obviously clearly haven't woken up yet. And pulled for a break, and luckily the deeper fell off about 10 foot out. So up went my trouser bottoms to my knees, and out I went to retrieve. But I got it back, luckily, because it could have still been hanging up in that tree. So I'm just glad I was using really strong banana braid. Otherwise I would have been stuck if that was mono, and I would be cussing right now because I've just lost hundreds of pounds worth of equipment. On that deeper note, I did have a good plop around with it this morning. I have seen no indications of fish on the deeper at all, which is making me think to go up the other end of the lake. However, when I drove up there this morning when I first got here, that wind was blowing right in, and it was a cold wind, and just from experience before, I didn't want to go sit on the front of that wind. It was quite chilly, and if I don't want to be there, I'm pretty sure the carp don't want to be there. So I thought I'd come down here. We're meant to have the sun up this afternoon for a couple of hours. We've got a southwesterly wind, which is due to come in. The temperature, sorry, the air pressures are really low. So I thought, well, I'm going to go down the bottom and play my chances. So 3 rods are out. We've got one in the margin under the tree over there with a handful of a couple of handful of boilies over the top. And then I've got 2 singles out. One which is a sow wafter, which has been soaking in amaretto for about 2 or 3 weeks. And the other one's got a mainline signature, mainline signature pop-up and a bloodworm dumbbell combination on it, cut down and put on top of each other snowman style. Yeah, and the one in the margin he's got a bottom bait on it, so that's the Shimano TX1, I think they call it, bottom baits. So we'll see what happens, guys, and hopefully I get bend in the rod, because that was the whole point of coming over to Shearwater. I know it's more difficult over here in the winter, but I think I've got a better chance here than I have in my syndicate for the day, and I just need a bend in the rod. Anyway, we'll be sure to check in later on. Just come up to 1:30 in the afternoon, and where that white van is and that blue car, that's where I was earlier. See if I can zoom in. And that bush there on the right hand side, which is a lighter shaded grey, lighter shaded grey, what am I about? Lighter shaded green, and then a darker one. I don't know if I can point it out. Whoop, there. That's the one I was fishing in the margin. Not a sign, not anything at all. And I got the old binoculars out, and I was looking across the lake, and I'm not going to be able to zoom back out. And I looked across the lake, off the wall over this side as you come into Shearwater, and there was loads of bubbles, all on the top. And there was movement on the top as well. So I thought I'd come over here. So packed up, got the peeper out, had a quick chuck around. Goes down to like 25 foot, 24, mental. But yeah, people were showing loads of fish. Loads of them, absolutely crowded with them. So I've just got the boat out, put 3 boat loads out. I have seen on here that they like a bit of bait, so bugger it, why not? Got to give it a shot on you. So I got about 3 hours left. Hopefully I might have one out. So I'm not sure if you can see where the bubbles are on the surface over there. I got one on top of that, and then if I come back out a bit, and then I got 2 around about there somewhere in the middle of the picture. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Well, it's just coming up to 3:30. Not a lot's changed. Like I said, I put 3 boat loads out. And nothing's happened. I've had a couple of cormorants diving on my spot the last couple of hours, so I don't think that's helped causes. So I've just changed over to zigs on 2 rods for the last hour or so. So we'll see what happens. One of them was a bright white one, one's a dark black one, so see what happens. Well, you join me Tuesday the 7th of January, and Sunday just gone I was over at Shearwater. Unfortunately there was a match on, and all the dam wall was taken all up the roadside, more or less, and I only left the lawn really, and you guessed it, that was packed as well with carp anglers. My own fault really, I got there a bit late. I didn't get there until about 10:30 when I wanted to be there for 8 o'clock, but sleep got the better of me. So it meant I got pushed all the way up to the shallows. And you guessed it, I'm on form at the moment. I'm catching fuck all, to put it bluntly. So yeah, I'm over on the boating late tonight. Yeah, last resort really. This is pretty sure that I can get a bite off of the boating lake. If I don't, I might as well pack up my carp gear and flog it on eBay, because I'm not having a good year of fishing. But I keep cracking on, see what happens, keep plugging away. Anyway, I'll be sure to check in if we have them throughout the night.
Well, morning chaps, it's just shy of 5 o'clock in the morning. No fish at the moment. I've had loads of liners on all 3 rods all night and not much sleep. I've had a couple of savage liners where the bottoms come right up to the flank, but nothing. So yeah, I feel a bit sorry for myself really. Not doing very good really, am I, at this fishing thing? But yeah, I've just rebaited 2 of the rods, put some live system on them, which was different than what was on before. And then one of the other ones I've just repositioned onto where I was showing fish. Within like 5 minutes of it boshing out, I've had quite a savage liner on it, so that's a good sign. So got about another 1 hour and 45 minutes until I've got to load the rods into the van and go to work. You never know, still time, but it's running out quickly. You don't see me again, and just say thanks for sticking with it for this part of the winter update, and hopefully we'll get one out soon if you don't see me again.
Well, talk about leaving it last minute. We're in the 11th hour, and I'm more or less packed up, and bagged myself a common. So I'm happy with that. Let's just get him up a minute. There you go, look. Parker. So I'm not going to bother getting him out, doing film of weighing and all that stuff. I'm just going to put him straight back. But what a relief it was to finally have one out. Oh God, I needed that. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Well, good morning from the syndicate. It's Saturday the 12th of January, and it's just gone 11 o'clock. Well, I say just gone, it's about 20 past. The rods are on the dance floor, the kettle's on, everything's all sorted, and I'm chilling now. But as usual with me and my fishing, it didn't all start as to his plan, or it didn't. Sorry, I'll start again. It didn't all go as planned this morning. So I was walking up the bank there, walking all the way up here, and I stopped 2 swims down to the left. And just as I started walking up, I heard a bosh, and I couldn't see for the life of me where it come from because of the ripple on the water. So I just walked up 2 or 3 more swims, and then I was stood here, and a mirror boshed out straight in front of me, where I am now, about halfway out. And I was like, lovely jubbly, I know where I'm going.
Well guys, I just want to quickly cut in because where I've watched that clip back, the wind has completely ruined all the audio and you cannot hear what I'm saying at all. But to bring you up to speed, what is happening here in this clip is that after seeing that mirror show, I've moved up to the spot. I've put a rod out with a 15mm live system on it, topped with a 12mm white pop-up, and yeah, within 15 minutes it's gone straight off. I'm playing the fish, but at the same time I'm trying to bring my bait boat back in from where I've just put a rod out. So I've got bait boat in one hand, rod in the other, trying to play it. It was an absolute nightmare. I got the bait boat back up into a safe position because the wind was hacking across, pushing the boat all the way down. So I got it back safe to where I was happy with it. Playing the fish, and yeah, it just popped off. So it was a hook pull. I was gutted because that could have been potentially been my first fish in the syndicate. Retrieved the rig, had a quick look, and yeah, the point of the hook was bent over. So don't know if it was caused by the fish's mouth or it was caused prior to that. But normally, well, I always do check my hooks when I put them out, and I don't recall it being bad, but just one of those things. Anyway, we'll get back to the film now where the audio gets better. But yeah, I just wanted to chip in and show you that.
Yeah, so I've lost one to a hook pull this morning, so I'm not happy. But as you see, there's a bit of chop on the water, and like I said, that's why I was a bit concerned about my boat, because it was going down there quick, and like I said, quick. So I was like, fish in one hand, boat in the other, controller, what do I do? So I was trying to keep a tight line on the fish at the same time as holding the receiver with one hand, trying to keep directing the boat back towards me, but yeah. Anyway, it's looking lush for it. I've seen loads, well, I say I've seen loads, I've seen 2 or 3 fish here this morning since that first one. Mainly straight over there in front of me in that middle bush there. One just boshed then, don't know if you picked that up on camera, one just come up then, just where that coot is over there. Spooked him off, so that's a good sign. But yeah, anyway, I'm waffling on a bit. The last session was on the boat and lake, which you've seen, I had that little fish, little carp. But I wanted to get back on here because I really need to get a winter carp out on the syndicate. But we'll keep plugging away. Anyway, the brew's now ready, so I'm going to have a coffee, sit here and see what the morning and afternoon brings.
Well, guys, you join me. It's oh dear, where do I start? It's the 16th of January. It's just gone 7 o'clock. And I've been sat in situ now for probably about an hour and a half. So basically, I was on my way to the lake. I got to one of the country lanes on the way to the lake. I saw 2 bollards, and I thought, that's warning of flooding. Carried on my merry way, trundling along the lanes. Come up to what I thought was the flood water. Could see the centre of the road, so I ploughed through. No issues at all. It was fine. Come around the corner and then start approaching up to the railway bridge. A pond. A pond. Alright, it's a puddle, but it was a pond. Oh dear. So my brain was on overload then. I was like, catch-22, what do I do? Because like, I don't know if any of you have been in a situation before where you come up to flood water and it's kind of hit you at the last minute, but I was like, it doesn't look that bad. I can't see the road, but it doesn't look that bad. I can get through that. Or, you're like, do I stop? Do I stop? And then I was thinking, well, if I stop, I'm going to stop in the water anyway because I ain't got enough time to react to it. Or, if I emergency stop, I'll just slide into it and I'll be stuck. And by the time I'm processing this through my brain, I've just thought, it's too late. I've just got to go through. So I started going through. Obviously still at a good speed mind, obviously put a decent speed, and my brain was just thinking, that's all right, the bow waves are just going to hit the front of the car like you normally do flood water, and it's just going to push it out of the way, and as long as I keep momentum, I'll be all right, come out the other side. And I got through 3/4 of it, and then as you can probably guess, the van cut out. Don't. Oh no. Oh, I shouldn't even be laughing really, because this is going to cost me hundreds of pounds potentially. Oh dear. What a numpty. I should have knew better really. I've done it so many times in the past on other roads, and I've experienced it before, and I've gone through no problems at all. I'm fingers crossed, just hoping it's going to be a case of taking the glow plugs out, draining any excess water out, and hoping the guy I'm going to take it to can turn it over manually. But yeah, I'm going to fear for the worst and hope for the best, let's put it that way. Well guys, you joined me on the 30th of January, and I'm back on the Syndicate Lake quicker than I thought I would be. You've just seen I had a bit of van trouble. To cut a long story short, it was a write-off. It was only running on 1 cylinder once we got it started. Well, at least that's what I was told from the mechanic anyway, and oil was pissing out everywhere. So the best thing for it was to scrap it. Got myself a new 61 plate Berlinga van, so I'm happy now after having a lot of messing around trying to find one. I won't go into too much, but I just wish people would tell you the truth on these listings on eBay, Marketplace, on Facebook, etc, etc. You shouldn't have to go and turn up to find out something's wrong with something. You should, be told the truth from the beginning. So yeah, I had a few hassles along the way, but I got a nice van which I'm happy with now. This is I'm going to change over a minute. This is my 4th take. I've just discovered, well actually I haven't just discovered, I've just remembered that on my old phone, which I was recording on the other 3 times, the microphone's going on it and the volume's coming out crap. So I thought I'd better just do another one on this one.
Not really a lot I can give to you really, or bring to you. Nothing's new. I said it's my first session back out on the bank. We're at the end of January, and the ticket ends at the end of March, so I've really got to crack on now and try and get one of these winter fish out, because there's no guarantee I'm going to get a summer ticket. So all my focus is going to be getting over here now and doing as much fishing as I possibly can. Got a nice southwesterly wind tonight blowing, and the pressures are about 1005 according to the app. In for a good shout. I've seen one fish when I first turned up, but that's all I've seen. 3 rods are out, 1 on a Ronnie rig and 2 on bottom baits, and I've had a couple of indications on the middle rod already, but they've gone quiet. That was about 7:30, and it's now, I think it's about 9:30, 9:45, something like that. So they've gone quiet. I've got the kettle on, got some food there ready to eat, so I think I'm just going to chill for the rest of the evening. Hopefully I'll get around to doing a better update and a better session video before the end of the winter, because yeah, these little updates are quite short, but yeah, so apologies about that, but I'll be sure to check in throughout the night if I have one out. Determined to get one after I lost one on the last session. I was gutted, proper gutted about that, so fingers crossed we'll have one and I can show you a winter whacker from the Syndicate Lake. Anyway, we'll check in later guys, if not on the next update. See you later. Morning, it's Sunday the 2nd of February, just gone 8 o'clock, and I got myself down on the lake nice and early this morning, before daylight. I had a good walk up one side of the bank to see if I could see anything. I heard a couple of fish right up this end, didn't see them but I heard them, so I've walked and brought the kit up here. Can't go on the other side today because they're applying Siltex to the lake to try and help with the silt. So I am limited to one side of the bank today, unfortunately. But as you just seen, the brew's ready. My rods are out down here. Oop. My rods are out, and I'm fishing. So wind's blowing hard as well down this corner, never southwesterly, low pressure. So it's looking good. I got to about 1:30, 2 o'clock this afternoon. So hopefully I can winkle one out in this day session. Anyway, we'll check in a bit later.
Is it amazing? Difference in half an hour can make one lake. Crazy. The wind's got up. There's pushing right now. But, we'll see what happens.
Bloody hell. Can't believe it. I've just lost 2 in the space of 5 minutes. So the right hand rod's gone, sorry, on the right hand rod, the bob's gone up to the plank. And then it's had a massive drop back. So I picked up the rod, reeled down to it, got the pressure on the fish. Not very long, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. And then it's pinged. And I was like, oh no, another bloody hook pull. I've just changed. Oh, here we go again. Hang on. What's this then? Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Yeah, I think it might be in it here, guys. 2 secs. Big ring, guys. Yeah, ring, guys.
Yes, get in. Come on, finally. Finally. Yes. Get in there. What was I saying? I just lost two. Exactly the same spot, I lost two. I said I lost one, put the rod back on the spot where I lost it, lost another one, put it back on again, and it's just gone off. What a result. I'm glad I got that on camera. Fucker! Come on, I got my first one out. Brilliant. He's only a little one, but he'll do. I don't care. Get in there. Get in. Anyway, better get him sorted in a bit. So let's show you this beautiful, beautiful copper, shall we? This isn't bottled water, it's out the lake. Just filled it up. Lovely, lovely common. I'm not going to weigh it. I just had a score settled to finally get one out after losing those two very quickly. A nice stinker carp, but I'll have it no other way. Yes! Come on! I've been waiting a while for that. Pucker over the moon. Brilliant. Finally got one, guys. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's put her back. Pucker. Well, I still can't get over that. Brilliant. Absolutely pucker. That's made my day, that has. I was really feeling sorry for myself after losing those two. And, like I said, the right one went off, and then the knot slipped. Then I moved the middle one over to the right hand side. That went off. A little bit of tension, pinged off. And then I moved the left hand side over to the right, all the way to the right spot, and then it went off and I had that one. So that was on a sticky signature 12mm. That was a yellow pop-up on the Ronnie rig. And I'm just happy that I'm absolutely covered in carp slime once again. I would have it no other way. Still time, you never know, might be another one yet. Anyway, pucker. Well guys, the sun's peeking through the clouds now, and I've done something this afternoon only I can go and do. Oh, what a nightmare. I better show you. So, there's my kettle, but where's the lid? Oh, what a numpty. So I've gone to cast out, and my rig's hit the lid, or has hit the handle, and I've cast the kettle into the fucking lake. Oh dear. So luckily the hook hold was good enough on the kettle, and I've managed to drag the kettle back full of water. Yeah, but the lid's gone. I seen the lid down there in front of me. It's probably about 10 foot out, and I tried dragging it back with the tip of my rod, but because it's all leaf matter down, dead leaf matter down there, silt, it's just put the lid straight under all the leaves. I spent about 10-15 minutes trying to dig all the leaves away with the tip of my rod to try and expose it again, but I think that's long gone now, so I have to get on to Fox, see if I can get a spare one, but only I could do that, only me. Oh, I don't really care, don't bother me, caught a fish, so bugger it. I don't mind a little sacrifice to catch a fish. But yeah, what a numpty. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be here much longer now. I've had a fish, and I got to be out at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I think the time is now 20 past 11, so by the time I walk back down to the car, get sorted, that'll be another hour. So I think I might give it another half hour or so, and then yeah, make my way home. Anyway, you'll probably see me on the next one now. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Well, guys, we're doing another Thursday night on the Syndicate Lake in same spot as I was on Sunday morning, and I've got myself another common. Same combination, Ronnie rig and a 12mm yellow. Apologies about the light, it's quite bright, but there we go. Happy to have another one out nonetheless. Only a little one, only one little commons in here, but Like I said, still happy to have one. Anyway, let's pop him back. Unfortunately, it's quite shallow down here, so off she goes. Hang on. It's 25 past, no sorry, it's 25 to 2 in the morning, Friday the 7th of February. As you've seen, I've already had the one out, that little common. But this rig there has just caught me, which I can almost guarantee 99% a new PB. It's massive. It's absolutely mahoosive. Another common. And yeah, it's down there at the moment. I'm just trying to get someone to come and do some pictures. I'm blown away. I'm ecstatic. I've calmed down a bit. This video is about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes after. But I'm just going to get myself gathered now, get everything sorted, and get someone to come and do some pictures, and then we'll do some film. Packer. Well, I've just weighed the big girl. I've not taken off the weight of the retainer yet. I'll do that in a minute once the fish is out and mine set off. But it was 29 pounds 10 ounces. So I reckon there's a couple of pounds on that retainer. So that's about 27 pound, I reckon. That is absolute pucker. That smashed my PB. So I will get that confirmed. But yeah, 29.10 minus the weight of the retainer. So we'll find out what that is in a bit and get some pictures done. Pucker, I'm over the moon. Brilliant, get in, come on, that's what winter fishing's all about. It's in its full winter colours as well. It looks absolutely pristine. What a pucker fish. Anyway, let's show you. Well guys, this is the moment of truth. I haven't had a fish this big for a while, let's put it that way. I've tried getting someone to come out and take some pictures, but being stupid o'clock in the morning, I think everybody's asleep, so I'm going to have to do self-takes on the phone, unfortunately. But what a beauty, what an absolute beauty. I'm sure I smashed my PB. Hopefully this will come out alright. I'm going to be absolutely covered in carp slime here, but I don't even care. Wow, look at that, what a fish. Pucker, can't get no better than that, can you? Can't even fit it all in the camera, it's that big. What a massive common, in its full winter colours as well. Absolutely pucker, she's behaving for me as well. Oh, yeah. Let's quickly get around the other way a minute. She's right, pecks are fine. Oh dear. Oh, that's better. That's why I come here. Catch fish like this. Absolute pucker. Just get some water on the old girl. Yes, come on. All those blanks, and then it's just come together the last couple of sessions. Pucker, what? Get on this, it's massive. Come on, old girl. Oh, look at that. I can't even get it in the shot of the camera. Pucker, over the moon. Over the moon. Get in. And if you're sat on your sofa watching this, and you don't want to get out in the winter, well, this is why you should get out in the winter. and make the most of it while you can. It's quiet on the bank, and you can get rewards like this. Pucker. Yeah. Come on. Yes. I ain't sleeping tonight. I got work in a few hours too. Get it. It is absolutely carnage in my bivvy at the moment. There's mess everywhere. I'm soaking wet. There's carp slime everywhere. I couldn't be any more happier. Just to confirm the weight on that, the retainer was £3 when I just went and weighed it. So yeah, £26, 10 ounces. That's a new PB. Get in there. Pucker. Anyway, like I said, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Take it easy and tight lines.